Hello my angels, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. If you've ever struggled with self-confidence or self-esteem, you are in the right place. In today's video, we're going to dive into simple yet powerful tips that will help you feel unstoppable and embrace the person that you already are. Firstly, confidence is not about being perfect. It's about believing in yourself, owning your value, and feeling empowered enough to show up as your true self. Let's just hop right into it. My first tip for you is to shift your mindset. So stop overthinking about what others are thinking about you, because in reality, everybody's thinking about themselves. For example, when I used to go to the gym, I always thought that people were going to stare at me or just like look at me weird. But truthfully, if you were to ask anybody in there why they're at the gym, they would tell you to improve themselves or to make themselves feel better. No one would say, I'm here to watch people. And if they are, that's their problem. Like, think about it. When you're at the gym or you're in public, are you looking around, judging everybody around you? If you are, stop. Because that's a you problem. But I'm hoping that most of y'all don't do that. So I can about 99% promise you that everybody else at the store is not there to judge you and look at you. Next, focus on progress, not perfection. Listen to me when I say this, no one is perfect. And before we move on, I want you to repeat that to yourself 3 times. No one is perfect, no one is perfect, no one is perfect. I remember on my boyfriend and I's first date, he asked me to name one thing in this entire world that is absolutely perfect. And the answer is nothing. So let go of being perfect and welcome in progress. Speak kindly to yourself. So replacing negative thoughts with positive affirmations. In my journal, I have a page specifically for positive affirmations and affirmations that just speak to me. So I highly suggest you go onto Pinterest and find some affirmations that you love personally and just at least create a Pinterest board for you to go back and look at. You could also go into your notes app and create a list 1 to 10 and list off positive things in your life from the past day, week, or month, and every day switch about 1 or 2 of them. This method is scientifically backed up to raise self-esteem. So I will leave that one there. Number 2 is improving your posture and body language. So firstly, standing tall with your shoulders back, sitting up, nice, neat, and polished, because this instantly makes you feel more powerful. Research suggests that standing tall with good posture can significantly contribute to increased self-confidence. Next, maintaining eye contact whenever you're speaking to somebody. Like, imagine I'm speaking to you and I'm just like looking around the room while I'm talking to you. Does this portray to you that I am confident in anything that I'm saying at all? Probably not. So whenever you're speaking to someone, always be sure to make eye contact with them. I know it can be a little awkward, especially if you're not used to it. And it's honestly something I need to work on as a person as well. Next, avoid fidgeting. I am such a fidgeter. I'm somebody who's always bouncing my leg, cracking my fingers, playing with my hair, picking at my nails. I am such a big fidgeter. But like, obviously when people are bouncing their legs, you might guess that they're a little anxious, right? And probably not the most confident person in the room. So try your best to stop fidgeting. I know for sure that's a lot easier said than done. Number 3 is dress in a way that makes you feel good. You don't need to stick to what society says is normal or what society says is trending right now. Wear whatever makes you feel comfortable and whatever makes you feel confident. The clothes that I pick that make me feel confident may not be the clothes that you would pick to make you feel confident. Everybody's different, and if everyone in this world were the same, this world would be so boring. So dress how you want, because really that's all that matters. Also, keeping yourself groomed. So keeping your hair done. If you like to have your makeup done, wear makeup if you want to. You obviously do not need makeup to be beautiful. I personally love wearing makeup. I don't necessarily feel like wearing makeup means that you're trying to like hide what you look like necessarily, but obviously if you look good, you're gonna feel good. So whatever that means for you, whatever looking good means to you, do that. Next is to practice speaking with confidence. So slowing down your speech. I am somebody who talks very quickly, but rushing just makes you seem unsure. And when you're rushing and talking, you probably stumble over your words and it can just become a whole thing. I think in general, I'm just a fast talker. I like to talk quickly. So that's definitely a habit that I personally need to break. But also speaking clearly and avoiding filler words like and like. I use like a lot. And I feel like this one is honestly really hard to break, let's be honest. I feel that it's a lot of our generation that uses and like. I use like all the time, and especially somebody that records myself quite a bit, I notice it a lot more, and it drives me nuts when I'm editing videos sometimes. So if it's at all possible, reduce using filler words. Number 5 is stepping outside of your comfort zone. Confidence comes from doing things that scare you or doing things that might make you feel a little bit uneasy. I'm not saying if your intuition or if your gut is telling you not to do something, please don't do it. But for example, if you're scared to go out in public by yourself, try going to the store by yourself. Just do things that make you feel a little bit uncomfortable, because the more you do them, the more confident you'll become in doing that certain thing. Also, trying new experiences, saying yes to things things that you've never done before is going to build your self-trust, and you'll eventually have enough trust in yourself to feel confident in saying yes to things that make you feel uncomfortable. But obviously you want to start small. So like if you're having a meeting at work, maybe try speaking up, or at school, maybe say something that's on your mind, or initiating a conversation with someone you've never talked to before. I know can feel so scary, but the truth is that person most likely is not going to be like, why is she talking to me? And if they are, their loss. You don't need them anyways. Number 6, your insecurities are only in your head. You are your worst critic. Like if I were to be like, oh my gosh, this sweater looks so bad on me, I shouldn't have put it on, why am I wearing this? I'm sure 99% or 100% of y'all were not thinking that when y'all first watched this video, right? And if you were, that's okay, that's your opinion. But most of the time, what you are thinking about yourself, nobody else around you is thinking that same thing about you, I promise. Number 7, focus on your strengths. Focus on what you are good at. So write down things that you're good at and revisit those whenever you're having self-doubts. And also stop comparing yourself to other people. What you're good at, somebody else may not be good at, and what somebody else is good at, you may not be good at, and that's okay. Everybody has their own strengths and weaknesses, and it's absolutely okay to have weaknesses. Weaknesses do not make you less of a human being or make you irrelevant in any way at all. Your journey is unique to somebody else's. For example, the other night I realized that the YouTubers I looked up to as a teenager are only a year older than me, so it made me feel so behind on my YouTube journey. But it's just that their journey is a little bit different than mine. It looks a little bit different. I started a little bit later, and that's okay. Number 8, take care of your physical and mental health. Exercising regularly is proven to improve your mood and self-confidence. I struggle with this one. I don't get daily movement most of the time or exercise at all, which obviously is not good for me. So that's just something I need to work on, because I know that working out or getting some sort of movement like releases a chemical in your brain to make you feel better and just improve your mood. But also getting enough sleep and fueling your body with the proper nutrition. If you're only getting 4 hours of sleep every night, obviously you're not going to feel great when you wake up in the morning. Therefore, your self-confidence is going to be at an all-time low, because you're just going to be walking around all groggy like this all day. That doesn't show confidence at all. I personally don't want to walk around groggy all day, but I also am a victim to late nights and being a night owl. So I totally understand like wanting to stay up, but getting good sleep is so vital to your mental health. And obviously eating properly. If you're not getting enough vitamins in your body every day, the good vitamins, the happy vitamins like vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin B12, omega-3s, if you're not getting all of these vitamins in every day, your brain can't respond properly to what's going on around you, and therefore could possibly lead to self-doubt, not having confidence, not being very happy, and nobody wants that. I'm not saying like go buy all of these vitamins. You can get these vitamins in your food, and not everyone is deficient in vitamins, so take that as you will. But also practicing mindfulness. So if you are not somebody who journals, you could probably just like record yourself talking about your day, talking about things that you might need to work on, or just reflecting on certain things happening in your life. I've talked about this before in past videos, but I love the type of journaling where it's kind of like Dear Diary. I don't write Dear Diary, but it's that kind of format where you're just brain spilling in your journal, just talking about literally anything and everything that is going on in your life, or what happened today, or what happened last night, or someone said this about you, or like, you know, whatever, just brain dumping in your journal. I love that type of journaling, and it does help my brain process everything. So highly recommend that. Number 9 is surrounding yourself with positive energy. If you have a friend or a friend group that just does not speak to who you are as a person, or they're going out and doing things that you necessarily don't like doing, or they're always gossiping about people, it's probably best for you to cut them off. I know that sounds crazy, but those things are not going to positively benefit you at all. Like personally, if I surround myself with people who are constantly gossiping or just constantly negative, that brings me down. That makes me feel like bad about myself. I don't know why. I don't know if that makes sense, but surrounding yourself with positive people is very important. So just as much as possible, limit being around negative people. I know that can be kind of hard, but just try your best, because I promise you, if you continue to hang out with negative people, their negativeness is going to rub off on you. I saw this video the other day on TikTok, and it was putting a moldy strawberry next to fresh strawberries, and eventually over time the mold spread to the fresh strawberries, and the caption was something like, you are who you surround yourself with. And that is so true. So if you are constantly around negative people, you're eventually going to become one of them too. And Number 10, fake it till you make it, girl. Act confident even if you don't feel that you are confident, because I promise you, your brain will catch up. It's like saying affirmations every day. Eventually you start to believe them and you're like, oh wait, my hair is pretty today. You know what I mean? Because over time, practicing confidence becomes actual confidence. Like if I'm practicing every day to be moody, my brain's gonna think I'm moody every day, and my brain is gonna be like, wow, she's really something, isn't she? But if I'm practicing to be confident and I've got a pep in my step, a smile on my face, my shoulders are back, my chin is lifted, and I practice this every day, my brain is eventually gonna be like, wow, this is the new normal. I like this, Emily. I promise you, faking it till you make it actually works. But that is all the tips that I have for you. Hopefully this was helpful. Also, just a disclaimer that I wanted to put out there. Me making this video is in no way, shape, or form trying to project the fact that I'm perfect and I have all the confidence and I'm the most confident person in the world. Not true. Obviously, I have my insecurities as well, and that is okay. No one's perfect, and we all have to remember that, and everyone is capable of being confident. So I'm hoping these tips help you, and I know for a fact that you are going to be such a confident person. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider liking and subscribing, and I will see you next time. Love ya.